What's up, guys? SilverleafYoung9055 back again on the channel Evolutionary Eevees. So we are here in the room, which actually, to be honest, I haven't shown you guys the room in a long time, so let's just get a look at it. So it's a lot cleaner than before. My grandmother made some arrangements and like changed everything up. So, the desk will be like over here. They moved that over. So it's a lot more cleaner and more organized than before. I still need to find something else to do with that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I need to still organize that, put my clothes up and everything like that. But other than that, not really much has changed, except for there's a lot more room in here. It feels a lot more space. There's a lot more air, I guess. Even though, to be honest, there's a lot more air anyways, because my brother is at college and my other brother is like somewhere else doing something. I don't know. But a lot more space now. It feels more like I can move around without having to like move around a whole bunch of stuff. But welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be showcasing my pretty much Pokemon collection that we have so far. That's pretty much going to include about almost everything Pokemon, so yeah. Let's get into that. Also, I'm going to be making a Leafeon deck profile, so I'm getting that deck ready for standard, and I'm also going to be making an Umbreon deck profile, because you guys already know, as a loyal trainer who plays Umbreon GX, I got to make that deck profile. It's going to happen. Like, Umbreon's probably my most made deck profile on this channel for the past 2 years, I think. So, yeah. But anyway, let's get all the stuff out, and then, yeah, we'll just showcase the collection, and then, I don't know which one I should do first. I'm thinking about doing Leafeon first, because, of course, you guys saw, if you guys watched I don't know if I guys showed it to you yet, well, I think we got our first Tapu Lele, so that's in our Leafeon deck. Now, I said before that I didn't play Tapu Lele, and if you guys see my Leafeon deck that I made before the rotation, then you guys saw I have one Tapu Lele in that deck. So, but it helps a lot. Not so much as before because Bridget's gone, but it still helps with the fact that you can search out Apricorn Maker, which is, in a way, if you're playing 4 Nest Ball, like I'm doing in most of my decks, 3 to 4 Nest Ball, you can search out 2 Nest Ball, and if you already have one in your hand, or you already have Pokemon in your hand, then it helps just speed up your deck and everything like that. So it's more a combination of stuff that you gotta do in order to get the stuff to be able to get your basics out faster. In my opinion, I like the new rotation anyways, because guess what? Parallel City's gone, so my bench isn't gonna get wrecked, and I play a lot of Zoroark, as you guys already know. You guys blew up that Greninja GX deck profile video that I did. Thank you guys very much for that. And then, what do you call it? End's gone, so that's also really good for those of you guys who play like Alolan Vulpix, who guys play, what do you call it? Pokemon Fan Club or something like that. Or what do you call it? It just really helps that your hand's not going to get thrown back into the deck right after you do that. Because most times, back in the day, if you were to use a Pokemon move that'd be able to like get cards into your hand, your opponent would end you. Now, even in this format, now you could go ahead and do that. You're not going to get end or anything like that. And like, another thing you could do is like with Drampla's GX move, freaking Big Wheel. You could do that, get 10 cards in your hand. The only thing you're going to have to worry about is, of course, the Marshall that we saw in Worlds with the Let Loose ability. And then on top of that, Judge. But I don't think anybody's playing Judge right now because everybody's trying to get better draw supporters than that. And Judge is a good supporter if you want to play Disruption. But if you want to get the cards faster and all that, you're mainly going to be playing Zoroark, Cynthia's, Tay, and Liza, which is a really good supporter, being it does the same thing Shauna does, but an added effect if it has a switch, just because you don't even need to draw cards, and you have Zoroark already ready, then you can do that. The new format actually also slowed down Buzzwole a bit, because in the format we were in back then, they had Max Elixir, they had Bridget, and when Bridget was already out and they released the GXs, that actually kind of made Buzzwole a little bit broken, because you could go Tapu Lele, Bridget, 3 Buzzwole on the bench right then and there, and it was too much. So really like the rotation. That's pretty much, and I didn't even mean to make my opinions on that, but that's pretty much my opinions on rotation. So Buzzwole slowed down a little bit. The only thing they have now is the Dynasty Prison Star, which I think they deserve at least that, because Regirock is gone, so that's a decent replacement. And then they have Brookle Hill, like every fighting and water type deck does. And then I think they still have Lycanroc they could play, and then they have, what do you call it? Lycanroc they could play. They have the Baby Buzzwole, that was some decent support, but they didn't really need it. And then they also have, this is a stretch, but they have another partner they can play with, which would be Zygarde. In my opinion, Buzzwole can run by itself. It doesn't even need a partner. It can play with freaking Garbodor if it wants to, but it really doesn't need a partner. It's already powerful enough without one. But hey, it is how it is. But let's get into this collection video before I start rambling on about the format, which I actually probably need to make a video about the Sun and Moon format, what cards are going to be good, and what cards are not going to be good, or whatever like that. So let's get this done. So yeah. Alright guys, we are back. I got everything set up. Well, most of this stuff set up. Most of it I'll be able to show you, and it's already there. So as you guys can see, we're going to start off with the blushes. Flareon, why'd you fall over? What are you doing over there, bruh? Stand up. He's like, I don't want to. I want to sleep. But as you guys can see, we have all of the Eevee plushes as of this morning. Starting off with the originals. So we got Eevee, Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon. Then we have Gen 3. I think it was Gen 4 right there. That Umbreon and Espeon came out, because I think that Ruby and Sapphire before that. Then we have Gen 5 being ourselves, of course. The Void himself, Leafeon, and Glaceon bringing up the rear. And then on top of that, we have Gen 6 being, of course, X and Y. We have Sylveon. And then, of course, we have some other plushes that we cleared around. We got Froakie, and we got Sneasel, and we have Servine, a.k.a. My first starter in the Unova region. I always chose grass when it came to starters. The only time I ever chose fire when it came to starters was X and Y. Which, to be honest, I think I should have chose water, because Froakie was a really good starter, and its evolution was like really good competitively, but we already know about that Ash Greninja hype that we got soon after that nonsense. So that says everything by itself. Then, of course, we still have Pikachu over here in the corner. He's repping on the table. I actually drew these back in the day. This one, let me see if I can focus it. It says I drew that one in 7-12-2015. So it's 2018 right now, almost 2019. So I'd say this is almost 3-4 years old. This one this one I drew on the same day. So these are just some rough sketches. I think my Eevee one was the best one, because really into drawing Eevee. But as you can see, that's up there. Then, of course, we'll just show this now. We have the Pokemon Black and White mat. My first play mat ever. Repping on the table. And, of course, some Star Wars stuff. Moving over here, let's go ahead and start with this. This is basically the dresser that I need to fix. So we're going to move over here. We still have all of our movies. Well, we're missing a couple of the older movies, but let's see, zoom in right there. So actually, I'm just going to bring all these out just so you guys can see them in a better light. Bring them all out here. So we, of course, have Pokemon Forever. We have the Jirachi Wishmaker. The first movie, which is really hard to find. Pokemon Heroes. And then the Pokemon Movie Theory. Now, of all 5 of these movies, plus the Deoxys one, which I need to get, along with, all, of course, the newer ones. But these are like the old original ones with the movies in the end, like shorts and stuff. But my favorite out of all these movies would have to be this one right here. This one I watched so many times, and Latios and Latios became like one of my favorite Pokemon in the game. It was just a really good movie, in my opinion. And it had a really good soundtrack, too. That was the thing I liked most about the Pokemon movies. They had a really good soundtrack in them, so put those up there. I want to make sure I reserve these for a very long time, because the VCR versions are really hard to find these days. But that's it for the movies. Let's move over to the binders and everything else. So set this down here. If you guys haven't noticed yet, I did get myself a new tripod. The old one, the spring on the bottom that I usually keep it hold up actually broke. So I had to buy this one yesterday, which was kind of a hefty investment. This thing was like, I think, $18. But it's well worth it. It's stable. It's really good. You can actually move the feet things around and stuff. So I was going to buy 2 Beyblades to add on to the collection, but unfortunately I wasn't able to do so, being the fact that I had to pay for this phone in like, I think 2 days. I think today is the 8th. But moving on, let's get these binders out. So let's start off with, of course, our commons. Let's get that out of the way first. So this basically is, I think this is my second binder, because you guys have been like the OG fans, like back when I was called, I think Silver Leafeon 9055, or I think, what was it, frick? I think just called it Vlogs or something like that. But I don't know what it was. I changed this name like 5 times. I think I'm going to keep it like this for permanently, like, because I really want to, I think this is a name that stick to my channel, because I'm a really big fan of the Eevee Evolutions, have been since they came out in that red and blue. I'd always go to the back of Cerulean City as soon as I got done with Lavender Town getting Eevee, and I get Vaporeon every single time. Really good, really cool. But anyway, let's get into the binder. So this is basically all my comments, all my staples and stuff. This is how I make my decks. So, and it also holds promos, as you're about to see right here. But we actually have a lot of promos here. We have the Pokemon 10 months. The only reason you don't see this one in the 10 is because, wait, do we have 2 of these? Oh, we do. Okay, we have 2 of these. But the only reason you don't see this one is I'm actually using it in a deck. But this is basically front page is promos. There's Latios right there. That's another promo. I don't know what promo that's from, though. So, these are mostly X and Y promos and 4, but I have older ones in here, too. So, and these are just some older cards that I have in here. These ones being my first ones that I got from my friend for my birthday. Shoutouts to him. Then, of course, staples. I have a lot of stadiums in here. This stadium right here, I want to figure out how to incorporate this into a deck. Sky Pillar, for those of you guys who don't know. Basically, come on. Prevents all effects of your opponent's attacks, including damage done to your bench Pokemon, both yours and their opponents. Now, the crappy part is it does it to your opponent, too. But if this was only for yourself, you know how good a card this would be against Buzzwole? Like, no joke. They would not be able to snipe your bench with this. They'd only be able to hit your active. It's, like, I need to find a deck that doesn't snipe damage, but does damage to at least the active or something like that, or I just need to time this right. Because this card can be really crucial for, like, in the beginning game stages against Buzzwole when you're playing this. You play this down, like, right as your turn ends. If they don't have a field goal or a stadium to replace it, or you wait for them to play their stadium and then you get rid of theirs with Sky Pillar, however you do it, you do this, you just block out their sniping ability right then and there, which is really crucial, especially now. Because there's only a couple snipe cards that are left, in my opinion. Besides Buzzwole itself, it already has sniping into it. There's the Glaceon, there's Umbreon, there is Buzzwole, there's Tapu Koko. There's a whole majority of cards, but competitively, we're just going to be talking about, well, in my opinion, competitively, Umbreon, Glaceon, Koko promo, of course, and Buzzwole being the main snipe cards in the format where they hit from the bench. They hit the bench and the active at the same time. You also have the Latias, which was played in Greninja. To counter Buzzwoles, that does 32 active, 32 to the bench. You have the Alolan Ninetales, which could hit anywhere. There's a whole bunch of cards. You even have freaking Greninja itself being like a tier 2 deck, I guess. Not necessarily tier 3 like Buzzwole, Gardevoir, and all the rest of that nonsense up there. But, you know. But moving on, of course, we have the Parallel Cities I had to take out. Trying to find a deck on my play, man. Fairy Gardens. So I'm just going to flip through this, because this is mostly just items from the newer sets or older sets at this point. So, just going to flip through this. And, like, the more I look at these binders, the more I've been, like, I just look at this and I'm like, I've been collecting Pokemon for a very, very long time. So, it's trainer supporters and all that. All these good stuff. And then this is basically like deck ideas and stuff in the back, or just favorite cards that I have. And then right there, that should be. And that's pretty much it for like the staples. Now moving on to my reverses, we're just gonna go into this. So these are mostly reverse hollows and other stuff that I've been keeping for a very long time. Let it focus. So and flip through these. And my reverses are kind of all over the place. I have a lot more reverses, but I mostly train to my friend Nick now for supporters that I need. a really good investment because he's trying to collect all the. He's trying to do like what do you call it, a complete set from whatever it is, like Ultra Prism, Forbidden Light, or whatever. So he's close to finishing Forbidden Light. So if he completes that, I want to actually show that to you guys. But that's pretty much in my verses. Now here comes the good stuff right here. The GXs, the EV collection, about everything that I have is in this binder. So let's get this set up to the point where you guys will be able to see everything correctly. But let's open this up. Did I get this camera fixed? Okay, here we go. So here we are. GXs first, of course. I'm gonna probably reorganize this binder to where I'll be able to space things out a little bit, but for now this is how I have it. But of course we're starting off with Alolan Ninetales on the front. We're actually using 2 of them in the deck, as you guys probably saw in the deck profile. That full art I just chose to keep in there. Then we're actually playing, I think, 3 of these floors in here. No, it's just 2 of those, and then 2 regulars. Savali, trying to find a deck I want to play this in, because this card could be good, but it's just not good in the current format that we're in. That's the problem with it. This is just not good enough right now. But I have 3 of these, just in case it somehow gets good, so I'm holding on to them. Then this is like the EVE Evolution for GXs that I'm playing right now. Then, of course, we got the good Dialgas, got 1 full after our booster box. We have all 3 Naganados now. The Alolan, not the Alolan, the regular Raichus. We got 1 of these. Got 2 of the Arcunas already. We just need to get the Rainbow. Got all 3 of these. I think these are all promos, too. No, just these 2 are promos. This is actually one that I drew. Coco, we used to have the deck. Sylveon, I think we have 2 of them here. Okay, never mind. We only have 1 because we took one out when we took apart the deck. Then this is just kind of all over the place. These are mostly 1-ofs that we have here. Going to build that Rayquaza deck, guys. I'm going to build it. This card is so silly. Like, when I first opened up that booster box, I thought this was going to be a Ray. Like, I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's got to be Ray. It's got to be a Ray. This is going to be freaking great. I pull this out. Like, I wasn't disappointed, but it was just hilarious because I can't even do anything with this card. It's just going to sit in my binder forever because I can't use it. Its attack is just not going to do anything, and its ability is just silly, especially in the format that we're in now. Basically, once during your turn, you may attach 5 energy cards from your discard pile to this Pokemon, and then you have to knock this thing out. That's 2 free prizes right there. And then you got like Crash and Burn GX, discard any amount of energy from your Pokemon. Try just 50 times the amount. They discard it this way. I mean, that could be a good GX move if you want to use it as a 1-of, but that's going to be about it. Second attack? No. Just no. And this ability is just definitely a no. But next, we're moving over to Prism Stars. I was able to trade these 2 on Thursday. This Thursday, actually. I was able to trade them for that full art Shiftry that we had pulled. Because I'm not going to be needing it anyways. And I need to collect some more of the Prism Stars. So we have, of course, starting off with Arceus himself, Lunala, Solgaleo, Darkrai, Lysandre, Volcanion, Giratina, Latios, and Latios. Got both of them. Then moving over to this page, we got Diancie, Beast Energy, which we have a butt-ton of. I actually gave 1 away to my friend who's playing Buzzwolves. Just be nice. Because I don't need 5 of these things. I've literally, if you guys watch my channel, I pulled so many of this Beast Energy. To be honest, I could have kept some of them because they're probably really good right now. And really expensive, but it's all well. I still got 3 to have, and I'm not playing any Ultra Beast decks right now, so. Next, moving over to the EVE Evolution collection. So these are the EXs mostly. I really hate how they didn't give Leafeon a full art. But I'm glad they gave his GX a full art, so I'm happy for that. Glaceon. I think the only one we're missing at this moment are the full arts for Jolteon, Glaceon, and Flareon. And then we're also missing the full art for Umbreon. And then we're just missing the whole line for Espeon. But last but not least, for the EVE Evolution collection, we have the Black Star promos from 2012, I think. I think that's 2012. Let me see. Check the corner. 2013. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. 2013 collection. So that was nice. Then just moving over to some other EXs that we have in the back. This one being one of my favorites. some break cards, cards from Evolutions, other GXs and EXs. Then we have our full arts and gold right here. Shining Pokemon, we only have currently 3. I've drawn Shiny Jirachi. I traded it away back then, and then I had Shiny Selby when I got it with the box, but I don't know what happened to it, so that was a rip. I need to find that so I can put it back in here. Next we're playing, this is basically just deck stuff. Like, I literally was going to make a deck with this. I was going to do it, but it just wasn't going to happen. Like, I don't have the cards for it. I don't have Baby Volcanions or any of that, so this wasn't going to happen. Other deck ideas right here. We're ready, guys. This patch right here just says that when those Evolution GXs come out, Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon come out, we're going to be ready. Like, I don't know how many we have. We got, like, 1 in each of these. And then 2 here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we could technically make 2 decks of EVs. Depending on how the Evolution deck works. Because Sylveon these days, either you can play Expanded and just play 4 of them, play Disruption. Or you're going to play 2 of them in a Gardevoir deck. Or you can play them in Xerneas like I'm doing for Expanded. It's not really that good in Standard right now. So until we find something that goes good with it in Standard, it's going to be like an Expanded deck for me. Next over here, we just got some other cards. I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but I just have them back here because I like them. Next, we have our reverse trainers. I'm collecting some of these right now. Trying to get lots more. We've also even got some holos back here. We got 2 Stevens Resolve. Volcaniers, all that. This is just there to say that I took one of them out, so... And then we got this actually from League when I went on Thursday. So we got a Celesteela promo. I actually need to put this in my regular binder. And then here's the code for it if you guys want that. So there you go. We're going to set that right over there so then we don't lose that. But moving on. Just some item reverses. Really sad this card got banned. Really, really sad. Because I know it would have got expanded, but the fact that I even got banned and expanded means we can't play it anymore. Unless you're playing Unlimited or Legacy or any of that. I don't even think any tournaments do that anymore. So, really sucks. Pretty much it for our reverses. Then moving all the way back. Energy. Now, some of these energy are actually... in my deck, so that's why you see missing spaces, but most of them are in here. And then as for the Prism Stars, what do you call it? I have actually Cyrus Prism Star in my deck right now, so that's why you didn't see him. But you're probably going to see him when I play Glaceon or something like that. I didn't put him in Greninja because Greninja's not really meant for stuff like that, but it is how it is. Alright, next up over here we have, and this isn't really anything, it's just my bag that I've been having since who knows when. It's really old. It has Lugia and Ho on it. It's a really old bag. Next, the wallet. We had to get an EV wallet. Then we have, of course, this. We got this recently. I did this in, I think, unboxing video when we got mail. But we have some of my games inside. Now, if you guys know, we did get Ultra Moon, well, I mean Ultra Sun. But unfortunately, one of my younger brothers took the game and lost it along with my Soul Silver. So apparently... I have to buy me another one, which kind of sucks, because if you guys saw my Pokemon, which I'm pretty sure I didn't show you guys, that pretty much had every shiny, everything I had from, like, this game right here. All my Pokemon that I had on this game and transferred over to, like, what do you call it? ORAS, or what do you call it? However you call it, like, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I transferred them from this game when I first got it over to that game, and then I transferred all those Pokemon that I got from both games over to Moon, and then I transferred all those Pokemon from Moon to Ultra Sun. So that kind of sucked when I figured out that my brother took that game and lost it, because that pretty much means I have to start over. Like, I have nothing right now. I've already started over my Moon. I've already started over my Pokemon Y. But it's just a thing I gotta work through. I really hope I can find that game, but unfortunately, I'm not able to. Actually, I'm playing Moon right now in my new DS that I got. It's a 2DS, but it looks really nice. Even has this button right here. I don't know what the button does, but it's really nice. I'm actually playing it right now, though, so yeah. But other games we have, of course, being Conquest, beat the game, beat all the stories, just need to capture all the legendaries and do Link stuff. Mystery Dungeon, Gates to Infinity, Pokemon Y, my first 3DS game, and this Beyblade Evolution game, because of course I like Beyblade, especially the older seasons. The older seasons were basically my childhood, before, of course, G Revolution, which was my first show that I ever watched, and my first Beyblades I ever got back then, but I don't have any of those anymore. They did bring them back in the Beyblade Evolution series. They brought back, Dragoon and Dronzer and all of them, so that was also nice. Next, moving over here, we got the hats. So we have 3 hats in total. We have, of course, this one, the Pokemon Trainer hat. We have the X and Y hat, and then, of course, we have the hat that I'm wearing right now, the Eevee one, representing. And then right here, we have our Umbreon hat. And then I haven't shown you guys this one, or I probably have, but this one's in here. I actually need to sew it up. It's my Flareon hat. Now, the story with this one is I had this one for a very long time. And then one day, I was walking through, like, the slide door we had back there, which, of course, doesn't slide open anymore. And then one of the ears got caught in there. And then my sister tried pulling on it, and, well, you can see what happened there. Pulled the ear off, which really sucked. So I had to get a new one of these hats, or try and sew it to get the ear back on, or whatever. But, yeah, that's what happened there. But moving on, we're going to showcase our decks that we have here, which mostly consist of evolutions and other stuff that I came up with. So let's all get that set up. Gonna do this. Alright, we're back. Decided not to organize the decks, even though some of them were already like that, but this is basically all my decks. Now, starting off with the EV Evolutions, we have Glaceon repping its own deck with Ninetales inside. We have Umbreon repping its deck with Hoopa, and then also in support, of course, Zorg. We have Leafeon in the back repping, of course, itself with Lurantis. Then moving down here, we have the Greninja GX deck right here, repping itself with Zorg. Luxray, this is like a fun deck that I made, just for newer players, so I don't immediately crush them. Even though there are some competitive cards in here, I didn't make it too competitive to the point where I just slam them. There is actually a chance that I could get beat. In fact, actually yesterday, I helped my brother make a Swampert deck. Now, if you guys haven't watched, well, if you guys haven't seen it, they actually made a Swampert starter deck. So we bought him one of those, upgraded it to where it's actually semi-competitive. Like, it doesn't have Guzmas and all that in it, but he actually was able to manage to beat my Glaceon GX deck yesterday. I wasn't able to record it. I was too tired to bring out the camera, but he was actually able to manage to beat this, which was pretty impressive. Then again, like I said, the main problem with this deck when I faced him was the fact that I couldn't draw really much anything because I didn't have any draw support. This deck is standard format only, so the only draw support I had in this deck was, of course, Cynthia. I only had one Tate and Liza, and I think that's the only supporters that we played that had drawn it. So when we got hit with, I think he was playing Judge, so when he put Judge down, we just got screwed over. We couldn't do anything. He had Swampert stacked up. He was just taking knockouts, and he ended up winning the game, which was really nice. First one for him. Then, of course, we're all playing the Xerneas GX with Sylveon running in the back. Now, the reason we're playing Xerneas in the front is because really Sylveon's not running the deck. We're playing Sylveon to go with the deck, and this is like my only expanded deck that I'm playing besides, of course, this, so... We're actually got a 4th Xerneas coming in the mail soon. It's a full art, so really nice. Got it for $4, but we'll be finally able to play for this, make some adjustments to the deck. I also need to make adjustments to this deck right here, and then Umbreon's done and Leafeon's done. So you'll be seeing these 2 deck profiles soon. And then last but not least, of course, this isn't the end of it. Actually, yeah. I don't know if you guys seen these. Well, you guys probably have seen these sports. I use them in every deck profile I have, but let's pull them out anyway. Move over here. So, playmats. We have, of course, starting off number 1, our favorite playmat of all of them. Close second, though, for the other one. Our Eevee playmat. Really, really cool. Has all the evolutions on it. Even has their dex entry numbers. 134, 35, 156, no, it's 196, 97, 470, 471, and then 700 would be Sylveon. And then our second playmat, I already showed you guys the black and white one too, so you don't have to worry about that. Second playmat we have gotten right here. So this is playmat number 2. Shining Legends playmat, which we got with the collection box. Really cool mat. Still second favorite compared to this though, and then Black and White be my least favorite, mainly because it's a really small mat and it's really old, but oh well. And now last but not least, besides of course, I don't know if you guys saw this one already, but we got a Pikachu backpack, so we're ripping that. And then on the back of the backpack, we actually have a lanyard looking thing. So we have, let me show you guys this. So we have a Poke Master Ball right here, an Eevee, and then we have small little Eevee Evolution pin things on here. So unfortunately, some of them fell off, like Espeon and Vaporeon fell off of there, so I have to find a way to put them back on, but really cool backpack. It holds a lot too, so. But last but not least, of course, the shelf itself. So we got some tins up here. We got the collection box along with all my Elite Trainer boxes in here, full Pokemon cards. Really cool. We also have, of course, our booster boxes that we bought with all of our comments inside. We even have the lunchbox back here. Hold on. I'll show this for you guys. We have the lunchbox we opened up. My first DS. Right here, my first 3DS, which is really, really old. This is when I was playing Pokemon Y back then, so really old DS. It doesn't work now. I tried getting it to work by replacing the battery, but even when I replaced the battery and charged it for a little while, it didn't work. So rip to that DS. I will always keep it in memory of being at my first DS. There's our Forbidden Light box. Then we also have some really cool figures up there: Eevee, Darkrai, Ho-Oh, Espeon, all of that. And then I think, let me see. Am I forgetting something here? I think we have some coins, actually. Oh, yeah, we do have coins. We do have coins. So let me get those out here. I don't know where I put them, though. Frick. Did I put them in here? I know we have coins, because we've been collecting those for a very long time. No, they're not in here. Where did I put those coins? I'm gonna go find those coins, guys. I need to go find those, because that's basically like... Alright, found the coins. Apparently I left them in my pants pocket. But, start off with the coins we had started off with first, so... Tilt the camera down. So we have, of course, the Garchomp coins. I have 3 of those from when I bought Garchomp's deck 3 times to get the Cynthias. Really grinded for when that deck came out, so that I'd be able to get supporter cards. Next, we had the Pokéus when we bought the 2 promos. Then we have the Umbreon pin from when we opened up the Umbreon box, the Zoroark pin, and a Mew pin. So these are basically all of our coins that we have here. And I think that's pretty much it for the collection. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the collection, guys. Pretty much this is everything right here. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, pretty large collection. I know I've seen bigger ones, like if you guys watch Trainer TV or Trainer Vlogs or whatever. I think it's Trainer Live now that he changed it to. He actually showed a really cool collection made by Papa Blastoise. If you guys watch his channel, or if you watch Trainer TV's channel, you guys probably saw that. Or if you haven't, go over there and watch that, because his collection is just massive. It's huge. Like, this right here is nothing compared to that. It's still big, but nothing compared to that. But if you want to go and watch that, go to his channel and watch that, or just type up Pokemon collections. You'll probably find it there. It's probably at the top of the list. But his collection is really huge. But if you guys want to watch that, if you guys enjoyed my video, my collection, all that, please comment down below, like and subscribe to my channel. If you guys want, make your own collection video maybe, and I'll probably go and watch it. Post it probably in the link down below. This is probably the only channel. This is probably the only time I'll actually probably ask you guys if you want to promote your channel, or if you want to promote your collections or whatever like that. Just put it down in the description. I'll go take a look and everything like that. But without further ado, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Pretty long video, almost 30 minutes long. This is going to be Silver Leafeon from the Evolutionary Eevee signing off. See you guys later, and this is going to be Silver Leafeon signing out. Peace.